everybody, I wanted to do a quick editing video from one of my brand ambassadors, Lauren, and I chose this image to edit. Let's see, was it this one or was it a different image? We'll go ahead and go into this one. So far this is straight out of camera. I haven't done any adjustments to this photo, and I am just going to do a basic Lightroom edit on this. The reason why I am doing this for you guys today is because I have about 6 different classes that I have up right now on the website, and I just wanted to give you an idea of what the editing portion of these classes would be like. A lot of people ask me about the Lightroom edits that I put on my clients. What do I do in Lightroom before they go over to Photoshop? I chose this particular client because as of right now, she doesn't really look like she needs anything in Photoshop. So right away what I would do is go ahead and add contrast to the image because I love high contrast. I know she's against a dark background, but it's just my preference. I'm also going to add a little clarity to the photo. Probably not going to go over 15 for that. Contrast the same, about 15, 16 range. I would never go over 20 for either one of those. I then immediately go down to my details and I put the sharpening in the middle. I don't really gauge, what numbers I'm going to use for either one of those. As far as the sharpening and noise reduction, I just put them in the middle for the amount, radius, details, these 3 here, and luminance. I put the noise reduction in the middle as well. That is just my preference. That is something I apply to all of my photos. It gives her a nice soft look, makes her look already pretty much airbrushed. Won't have to go back to that. Okay, so this image is a little darker than I would like it to be. So immediately I'm going to go in and lighten up just a little, but she has a lot of highlights on her from where I put her in the little, tunnel. It was like a little walkway we were in. It was really dark down there, but the day itself was pretty cloudy and nice out. We didn't have any issues as far as the sun goes. I am then going to lift the shadows slightly in the background, not too extreme, because I still wanted to have that nice high contrast feel that I like it to have. Lift my whites a little bit, and really this is going to be based on your particular editing style. As far as the photo itself, I do like my images a little cooler. This I feel is too cool for this particular image because I want it to look really happy, like the sun is shining on her, and this is a really extremely happy moment because of the pose, the look on her face, all of that. Alright, so her jeans and jacket here are already extremely bright and the colors pop automatically. Naturally, I probably would have added a little bit to her magenta jacket, but I'm not going to do that. It is something that you can do if you're thinking about, okay, well, I want the jeans to look a certain way, or I don't like that super dark look, I want to bring them down. I would then go into the colors and move that around a little bit, play with it, and see where you like the actual colors to hit. I think that it's fine just the way that it is. I'm not going to add anything else. I would then go in and crop and straighten this photo. I do hate when people turn in crooked photos to their clients. I hate if anybody were to give me a crooked photo, so please keep that in mind. Straighten this image up just a little bit, crop it in, make it a little bit more visually interesting. See the width between her arm here, her arm and the edge here, as well as over on this side. Also, if she plans to frame this image, or her mom wants to frame this image, or boyfriend, or whoever, you pay attention to what's going on the edges. A frame could potentially cut off about this much of the photo, so you don't want to sit the the frame right on top of her hat, because then she could get cut out of the frame. So you let the bottom of the legs go just a little bit. So I'm going to crop and straighten that image. I got enough on each side to make sure I get what I need there. Enough at the top if someone wants to frame it. Then I'm going to go in and clean up any imperfections on the photos so that I don't have to put it through Photoshop. So I'm going to remove this, as well as this little spot here. Just something that would bug me if I go to look at the photo later and she's posted it. That's gonna bother me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. And I just spotted another one. It's just like a little piece of pink or a piece of white on the pink jacket. That would just drive me insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I will also play around with this just a little bit, the adjustment brush, and see if there's any lightening or I can do on the image itself to give it more of a interesting look. Right now it's coming off darker, but with the adjustment brush you can adjust just that space. So lightening up underneath that hat just a little, making sure she doesn't become orange, appear orange underneath there. And I think that actually helps a little bit. So there it is. That is the final edit on the photo. I'll go in and see if there's anything I want to remove through Photoshop, because then that way I save myself a whole lot of extra time. See how this will come out. Because of that line, I don't know if I'll be able to get it to line up perfectly. I won't, not to where I'm going to be satisfied with it. So if I want to get rid of that little area, I'm going to have to do something different. So we'll take that back. All right, so let's say I do want to get rid of that because it's bugging me just that much. It's not gonna make me happy. I'm not gonna be satisfied with that at all. So I'm gonna take that away. I'm gonna go in a little bit smaller and see if I can just get the strings, and if I can move another section of the jacket there so that I don't have to go into Photoshop and do anything extra for that jacket. There we go. I got rid of the little stray strings and she looks good. She doesn't have any lint on her. Her jacket looks nice. Her jeans look really good. If I see anything else before I come out of Lightroom, then I will go ahead and grab that. These are just little small details that no one will probably even notice, but if you notice them, you go ahead and grab them before you do export and send these off to the client. Especially if you're doing a small portrait session like this, where the client will really appreciate it because they're only maybe getting 15 to 20 images back. Each one they are expecting it to be perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one exported and sent off to the client and make sure she's happy with it. All right, thanks for watching.